finishing the build video last year, a couple of people have asked me for some footage of us out on the water. Here we are coming back after a day's fishing out on the Hauraki Gulf. The 40 horse Merc sitting on about 3800 revs had us cruising along at about 18 knots. Wow, what a day. The weather was fantastic and the fishing wasn't bad either. And I thought I'd take this opportunity to also go over a few changes and additions to the boat since the last video. Yes, and it's now very yellow after getting rid of that white refrigerator look. I asked my mates, come up with a good name for it. Banana Rama was the best I got. Thanks guys. Those of you who have seen the first video will see quite a few changes and additions. Starting at the stern. Like most small boats with a large engine, it tended to ride stern down at low speeds. So I fitted a pair of auto trim tabs by Nautilus. These made a huge difference and even tended to level out the ride from any sideward roll when up on the plane. I added a small step on the transom just to make it easier to get into the boat off the beach. And on the other side of the motor I fitted the transducer. On the bow I fitted a max set anchor and bow roller kit, and while it was a bit far off the bling scale, being polished as it was the only one around that size that I could find that gave me enough clearance from the bow of the boat. After getting a price for someone to make me a windscreen, I decided to make my own. That way I could play around with it until I had it just right, and also I could cover the cost of the acrylic bender I'd need to make. I made it out of 10mm so that it was nice and sturdy and wouldn't flap around in the breeze. I epoxied 4 studs into the back of the console, and with the 4 knurled knobs, it's removable so I can take it off and put the cover on the boat. And with slots for the bottom 2 studs and holes for the top, it's really simple to get on and off. Before designing the windscreen, I decided that I was going to mount the fish finder on the outside of the coaming. Of course, sitting there like that, it's going to get a lot of spray on the back of it, which wasn't a good idea. However, by extending the wings of the windscreen out to the edge of the boat, it's perfectly protected, doesn't get a drop on it. And the 10mm acrylic was strong enough to put a good solid grab handle on the other side. Those who've seen the video of the build will remember the raised floor and storage locker up front. Hiding. In front of that I fitted a removable panel to hide the anchor well, but still leave access to the bow. And the bimini gives lots of shade, but still allows full headroom for standing up, and folds back nicely when you're travelling. Here you can see the through-skin fitting for the bilge pump which lives under the engine well, and the tie-down strap for when we're on the road. And I made a couple of oak corner blocks and added some EVA foam to give the corner some protection. And the trailers worked out great, plenty of support and just super easy to get on and off at the ramp. Thanks for watching, and if you'd like to see how this boat was built, check out my other video. Catch you later. Lost my freaking hat.